more I think about it, the more I don't understand it. I be thinking about this stuff all the time. What's the point in having $1 billion? All they gonna do is take it back. That's like being at a restaurant and the waiter come and get your food as soon as it start getting good. Snatch your plate right from in front of you, and you gotta pay the bill. But you ain't got no money to pay the bill because they took your money. Hey man, we live?
Hey man, we live.
All right then, let's go ahead and get into the show, man. What's the point in having $1 billion? What's the point in being mega rich? Bill Cosby had $1 billion. Jay-Z had $1 billion. They just so happen to look alike. People claiming that Bill Cosby is Jay-Z's biological father somehow. And Jay-Z got some young dude out there claiming that Jay-Z is his biological father. So my question for y'all is, do rich black men have the same demon? Because they all being accused of the same thing. This Jay-Z story is the Bill Cosby story all over again. And the Bill Cosby story is the Michael Jackson story. And the Michael Jackson story is the R. Kelly story. And the R. Kelly story is the Diddy story. And these men all got money. We need to talk about this. Make sure y'all do me a favor. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification button too. Phone lines open. Y'all could call in if that's what y'all want to do. Without further ado, we got to get into this news because it's a whole lot of things that we're going to be talking about. Because Diddy just got accused of doing some horrible things along with Jay-Z. Y'all need to see this, man. Hey, go ahead, play that, man.
You were hired by a security firm to work security at one of the infamous white parties that was thrown by Sean Combs in the Hamptons. What was that experience like?
At first, he was incredibly friendly, very gracious.
So you had a friendly chat, and then, according to your lawsuit, at some point later in the night, Sean Combs himself offered you a drink. This didn't come from staff or someone holding a tray of drinks. It came from him directly.
Correct. The first drink started to have some effect on me, and I just thought, wow, these are really strong drinks. It wasn't until the second drink, and it was already too late, that I realized that there was something wrong with the drink.
Look, I know Bill Cosby when I see him. Now they playing these games. They hiring these brothers to go against brothers. Now Bill Cosby getting his gene deal on. Somebody say it ain't so. I could tell by the arch in his head, his ears, the way he wearing his glasses, the big old furry sweater. I can't make this stuff up. It's all in the news. We don't know who to trust. They all a bunch of deviants. This old man talking about Diddy gave him a drink and took advantage of him. If it ain't Bill Cosby, it's Carl Winslow. He looked like a sitcom father. Whoever he is, man, we got to get to the bottom of this. Look at this, y'all.
Sadly, Sean Combs was waiting in the wings. He was watching from some sort of vantage point. And once I was in a helpless position and he was sure that he was in a position of power, then he took advantage of the situation.
You allege that you were forcibly pushed into an SUV by Sean Combs. That act alone, according to your lawsuit, left you in considerable pain. And then once inside the vehicle, your lawsuit says plaintiff was held down by Combs, who overpowered him while he struggled to escape due to the effects of the drugs in his system. And it goes on to say that he sodomized you.
I was screaming. I was telling him to stop.
Diddy took that man booty in the back of the SUV. He pushed him in there. He was struggling and he was screaming. Take that, take that, take that. And as you can see, he got his face covered because he know this shit ridiculous. He know he dead ass wrong. Ain't no telling what internal diseases he living with. And I ain't saying he lying. But people out here pulling stunts. If you gonna be bold and you gonna come forward and you wanna tell your truth, we need to see your tears. If we ain't got no black light or nothing to see, if this man is emotional or whatever the case is, there's somebody's grandfather. He about to send all his grandkids through college. He done made it to the news. Jackpot. You got John Does, Jane Does, Jean Does, Jill Does, Dill Does. They all trying to get some money out of this man. They did the same thing with Bill Cosby. I'm gonna connect the dots for y'all, don't worry. I'm about to connect all them dots because something ain't right. It's either these men get money and they all share the same demons, or people figuring out ways to get the money off of their black hands, man. Y'all gotta listen at this. Look.
That he drugged and assaulted you. You said multiple times.
Yes.
Right? You were a teenager, an
Yes.
aspiring actress. What do you believe happened?
Well, there were several occasions that I woke up out of a very confused state, not in my clothes. There was an occasion at his brownstone in New York City where I had gone for dinner and had one glass of wine with dinner. There were staffers there. The house was mingling with people. And before I knew it, I was with my head over the toilet, throwing up, and he was holding my hair out of my face while I threw up, and I was in a white t-shirt and my panties, and he was looming over me in a white robe.
Mm-hmm. And so you were at his house.
Wait a minute. You mean to tell me this woman got the balls to show her face? And homie, over there blacked out? Somebody make it make sense to me. This woman got her full face talking to another brother about being assaulted by another brother. And this man, y'all don't see nothing wrong with that? Do it even make sense? Men are more cowardly than women out here. And you figure you a man and you don't want to say nothing. If you don't want to say nothing, then don't say nothing then. Don't be a coward about it. Show your face. See, I started showing my face, man. That's just what we got to do to prove that we men. Unless it's a quick money grab. I will believe her story over his story because shit, she out with it. She got her whole neck showing. This dude, on the other hand, we just don't know. They playing these games. Jay-Z got all these allegations out on him from a Jane Doe. Jay-Z's lawsuit accusing him of scraping a child at awards after party is a part of an extortion ploy. You got a lot of celebrities coming out now saying that they believe that these are all lies. You got people like Soulja Boy and a bunch of other celebrities coming out and saying that they don't believe none of these stories that's hitting the media because it's a pattern going on. Every brother that hit that $1 billion mark had the same problems. Do that come with the money? Something about that B in your bank account turn you into a bastard. Is that what it is? Because how Jay-Z turned into Bill Cosby and Diddy turned into Bill Cosby too. They drugging people. You figure you ain't got to do all that if you want some cheeks. It's 1 million people that's willing. Why would they even go through all that? But on another note, maybe they don't want to have relationships with these people. They don't want these people asking them for shit. Because a lot of times, if you in an intimate relationship with somebody, they figure, hell, pay my bills. Where my car at? Can you get me a house? Where my purse? They probably want what they want without having to deal with all that. Is that what it is? Do that come with the money? Because I don't even want to deal with people like that. And I ain't got $1 billion. So I can only imagine how they feel. But that don't mean you got to date rape people. Y'all need to do me a favor. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification button too, because it's hard connecting these dots. We in some creepy territory talking about Jay-Z and his relationship with Diddy, Bill Cosby, and all these other A-list celebrities that's accused of doing the same thing. Y'all need to listen at this, man.
Staying up late, it's about that time to kick it off for The Factor Uncensored. And we want to welcome you for joining us tonight. We start off with news that has social media, politicians, and fans in an uproar. Billionaire rapper Jay-Z is accused of raping a 13-year-old girl, along with Sean P. Diddy Combs. A Jane Doe in a lawsuit says the assault happened at an after party that was following the MTV Video Music Awards in New York City back in 2000. Jay-Z responded with a statement on X calling the allegations idiotic and an attempt at blackmail by a prominent Houston attorney that we all know, Tony Busby, who represents that Jane Doe in the lawsuit. Today, he filed a motion, that being Jay-Z, to dismiss the lawsuit. Busby also released a statement last night saying he sent a demand letter in an attempt to settle this case, and his client in the so-called blackmail attempt didn't talk about money in that demand letter. He also requested that the accuser identify herself publicly, that being from Jay-Z. Joining us to talk about it here on The Factor Uncensored are attorneys Oliver Brown, Bayoji Akingbala, and The Factor's digital producer Ajibola Boduran. Glad to have you all on The Factor Uncensored. First of all, your thoughts about this. It's getting ugly. And a major celebrity.
It's a major celebrity, and look, I'm not going to get into my personal beliefs. I know that Tony Busby, he's a world-known attorney, right? I want to know what made him feel compelled to go ahead and file this lawsuit and go about the way that he did it. I know that he wouldn't go about something that just be frivolous, so there must be something more to it. But I still am a little bit reserved as to this is supposedly happened 24 years ago, and it's just now coming out. It's only happening once the federal charges happen against.
Is it possible these could be powerful individuals we're talking about, Jay-Z, and only allegations, Jay-Z and P. Diddy, and that person, the so-called Jane Doe, didn't have the bravery to come forward and say this?
Well, I believe any 13-year-old being in those type of situations wouldn't have bravery to come forward against grown men that did that to him. So, I don't believe that that's going to be a determinant factor based off of the age. It's going to become, are they going to be able to prove how she got there and then that she was in fact there and that happened? And I think that's going to be a very steep hill to climb. It does come across a little bit, at an inconvenient time of filing this lawsuit. Why didn't this happen? Why wasn't the lawsuit filed 4 years ago after all the Bill Cosby things and things like that, when it has become more socially acceptable?
Dang, y'all see that, man? They already connecting the dots. Same scenario, the same look, the same face, the same nose. The only thing different about Bill Cosby and Jay-Z is the lips. They trying to figure out how come she ain't come out when Bill Cosby was going through what he was going through. It's real convenient now that they got Diddy in the headlock. Now they trying to tackle Jay-Z. They trying to get them all. Something about having $1 billion for a black man is the most deadliest thing that could ever happen. And for my brothers out there, it can happen to you if it can happen to them. And that's why I don't really want to entertain the nonsense, because I know for a fact, if somebody really wanted to get me jammed up, it wouldn't be hard to do. All it would take is some allegations. But thank God I'm protected by the blood of the Lord. And I pray every day. And I recommend y'all do the same thing, but it got me thinking. When these men decide to have families and do the right thing, that's when they get accused of doing all of the wrong things. People do have pasts. People do things that ain't right. We all have. I used to play video games all day, all night, not realizing that I was wasting my time. And now I'm suffering the after effects, because there's plenty of things I could have did instead of playing them games like that. But it is what it is. You live and you learn. But for Bill Cosby and Jay-Z and these men to be in a position to provide people with jobs, they done sent people through college, scholarships and things. They done did way more good than they did bad. And the things that they did bad is all allegations with no proof. So why they wind up going to jail and things like that? I need y'all to help me understand. Do rich black men have the same demons? Is it a curse to have money? A lot of y'all satisfied with y'all 9 to 5 because y'all see what these celebrities are going through. This type of stuff make people not want to strive for greatness. And then it make you ask yourself, what is greatness? Does greatness equate to having a whole lot of money? I mean, it's great to have paper, but do that necessarily make you great? Will it turn you into a demon? Do demons come along with that? That's what we trying to understand, man, because these stories that these people are telling are so similar to where you would think that they talking about the same person every time they come out with these accusations. They all have the same patterns. And I'm starting to think it's some poke the guy shit going on behind the scenes in the entertainment business, because I can't think of no other way to where this type of stuff makes sense. I've been up all night. I ain't getting no sleep. And to hear these allegations about this grown man getting taken advantage of by Diddy in the back of the SUV, you know they running the program. Look who they got up there. She ain't doing this shit for free. She went to college for years to crack stories like this. We ain't never seen her before. She ain't had an opportunity until now. So people taking their chance to make a name for themselves, make some money. It's all about some paper that these brothers have to cough up. They done generated all this money all these years entertaining people. Now people entertaining allegations just to take the money up out of their hands. I'm confused about it. Listen at this.
And then once inside the vehicle, your lawsuit says plaintiff was held down.
All the way back.
According to your lawsuit, you were hired by a security firm to work security at one of the infamous white parties that was thrown by Sean Combs in the Hamptons. What was that experience like?
At first, he was incredibly friendly, very gracious.
John Doe.
So you had a friendly chat, and then according to your lawsuit, at some point later in the night, Sean Combs himself offered you a drink. This didn't come from staff or someone holding a tray of drinks. It came from him directly.
Correct. The first drink started to have some effect on me, and I just thought, wow, these are really strong drinks. It wasn't until the second drink, and it was already too late, that I realized that there was something wrong with the drinks. Sadly, Sean Combs was waiting.
Man, I hate to be an ass about this, but what led up to the drinking? Was it a professional meeting? Was they at a party? What was the special occasion to where he felt like, I'll have a drink? Matter of fact, I'll have 2 drinks. Why he kept on drinking? Was he planning on unwinding and getting loose? Because usually if you somewhere and you having drinks, you plan on staying for a bit. You plan on kicking it. Eventually, you're going to put your feet up. Some people like to have drinks to get in the mood. So what was the occasion, man? They was just drinking for the sake of drinking. How did he end up with Diddy of all people? Matter of fact, I'm going to shut up. We're going to keep on listening.
In the wings, he was watching from some sort of vantage point. And once I was in a helpless position and he was sure that he was in a position of power, then he took advantage of the situation.
You allege that you were forcibly pushed into an SUV by Sean Combs. That act alone, according to your lawsuit, left you in considerable pain. And then once inside the vehicle.
Was they at Diddy's house? Was they drinking in his driveway? Did he park the car in the bedroom? I know he got a big ass house, but man, was it a barbecue or something? A block party? How in the hell? So he just standing out there with them red cups and Diddy pouring him drinks. Next thing you know, he pushed him. Was it just them out there? It wasn't no birds chirping or nothing. It's just a cold day. They out there having drinks. Next thing you know, Diddy pushed him in the back of the SUV. Whose car was it? Was it his car? Nigga, did you have the keys? These scenarios, the way they play out, they really don't make no sense to me, man.
Your lawsuit says plaintiff was held down by Combs, who overpowered him while he struggled to escape due to the effects of the drugs in his system. And it goes on to say that he sodomized you.
I was screaming. I was telling him to stop.
No offense. But if you're paying more than $30 per month on car insurance...
Hold on, let me get this together real quick. Okay, here we go. Y'all ready? Here we go. Look.
It was incredibly painful. And he was acting like it was nothing. And he seemed to be disconnected from it. It was abusive beyond belief.
Damn. Hold on. Representatives for Combs did not comment, but at the time of the original complaint released a blanket statement regarding the complaint and others filed at the same time. Mr. Combs and his legal team had full confidence in the facts, their legal defense, and the integrity of the judicial process. So they redid this one the same way they redid the Jay-Z one? Why is they able to put remixes on their original statements? Representatives for Combs did not comment, but at the time of the original complaint, released a blanket statement regarding the complaint and others filed at the same time. So the first ones came out and they wasn't hitting like that. It wasn't enough. And then they come back with some old outrageous shit that'll get people's attention, put the theatrics all on it, make it gruesome, make it more brutal, to where people want to hear for entertainment purposes. And I ain't saying that these people ain't lying, but I do see that there's a pattern going on here. Why they all got to be sexual deviants? They make it seem like these celebrities can't get no butt from nowhere. Like they got to take it. Like they ain't got millions of fans that's willing, or just people in their entourage and their circles. Somebody gonna have to make it make sense for me, because I'm trying to process this in order to sympathize with these alleged victims. But if that's the case, they don't have to have victims of anything. When you got money like that, people following you all through the mall, people chasing you down the street, they could pull up to any local grocery store and it's going down. It's plain and simple. If they in the mood, they ain't got to think twice. They got ass on hand. If that's what they want. Look at this, y'all. In court, the truth will prevail that Mr. Combs has never sexually assaulted anyone.
Wagmeister, who's doing really amazing reporting on this subject, is here with your exclusive. What was it like to sit down with this man?
You know, John, this was the first time that he has told anyone other than his attorneys this story. He, as you see, we concealed his identity. He filed his lawsuit back in October as a John Doe. He says that he wants to keep his anonymity because he wants to keep some semblance of his life private. But that's a difficult thing to do, to sit down and tell your story to a stranger as a journalist. So I asked him, why now? Why are you coming forward now? And he said that he did not know that there were other accusers of Sean Combs out there. He only found out from seeing news reports. And there was one report he saw that there is somebody.
He said, oh, they giving out cookies. I'm about to go get mine. They doing what? I can get paid for what this man did. So for all them years, how did he cope with it? Did he find a way to reason with it? Did he find a way to enjoy it? How do you sympathize with something like that? I don't want to find out. I don't want to know. God forbid, something like that happened to any of us. But damn, why he so bold now? He jumping out the window. He just filed this thing in October. That was a couple of months, not even a couple of months ago. The other month, he filed it. Man, I just can't call it, man. I need to take me a break. This is tripping me out. Is Jay-Z the new Bill Cosby? Because they recycling this shit over and over. This ain't the first time you heard it, and this ain't gonna be the last time. So that's why my question, y'all scary asses don't want to call, that's fine with me, but at least answer the question in the comment section so I can read it later. And y'all can help me get an understanding, man. The reason why I do these videos is so we can have conversations to make sense out of what they putting out here in the media. Because they give it to us and don't care if it makes sense to us or not. Y'all so used to consuming fast food to where y'all don't even care about the ingredients. If it tastes good, y'all gonna eat it. But me, on the other hand, I need to know exactly what it is. Is it healthy? Is it gonna make me sick in the future? Is it wholesome? Or is this just a bunch of BS? I don't know, man. Okay, we're gonna dig a little deeper. We're gonna be going back and forth. connecting these dots, because all these allegations got the same sentiment. So what's wrong with these brothers, man? They get money, they turn into devils. Is it a candy man out there somewhere that we need to get rid of? Because it's getting out of hand. Look at this, y'all.
And he was looming over me in a white robe.
Hold on, run that back, run it back.
Had one glass of wine with dinner. There were staffers there. The house was mingling with people. And before I knew it...
Hello, hello, hello. Who this is?
Hello, it's Tanya. How are you?
Hey, what's going on, Tanya? We over here trying to connect these dots. How you feeling?
I'm feeling great because I finally get to talk to you because I'm going to say this right quick. I was the young lady who you had asked what was anybody doing for Thanksgiving, and I told you I had to work, and then you called me out and said, oh, she's going to be working again. Peanuts, peanuts.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Okay.
How was your Thanksgiving, by the way?
I had to work. There was a college football game, and I worked. But other than that, I worked from 7:30 to 1:30. Then I went to Grandma's house, which she's 93. By the grace of God, she's still with us, and everything was great. But back to the subject at hand.
Yeah, that's what it is, man. I'm over here looking at this Jay-Z situation. Not only do he look like Bill Cosby a whole lot, but he's going through the same type of allegations that Bill Cosby is going through. And I'm starting to see a pattern that these brothers that's in that billionaire bracket that's very, very successful, they get torn down the same exact way with the drugging and the raping, as if they don't have women chasing them all the way down the street, man. And my question for the people out there is, do rich black men have the same demons? Is it something that come along with the money? Or what do you think it is?
Okay, all right. First of all, I don't know because I'm not a billionaire and I haven't been around billionaires. What I can elaborate on the question was karma. I believe karma. These people might have done some stuff in the past. However, it may not have been the exact thing that they allegedly being accused of. But hey, that's what I just think. I really don't think so because I don't know nothing about billionaires. I only know what I see and allegedly they have been accused of. But it's all scripted. The movie, Blink Twice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never seen that movie, but you do see the pattern that's going on here. Like they all get hit with the same type of stories.
Absolutely, I totally agree with that. That dated back to how old was he when he met his wife? How old was she? 16.
You talking about who? You talking about?
Jay.
Yeah, that's what they saying. He met Beyonce when she was real young, and they saying that Bill Cosby met his wife when she was real young.
I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I really don't. Is it a pattern? Hey, to each his own. Well, I'm gonna be like him. Nobody should be like anybody else or do anything. I mean, there's too many females, in this world, in their status bracket, to go and try to to spike somebody's drink. Really? It's just sick.
Yeah, it's starting to look like it's a black thing. And with this type of stuff in the mainstream media, a lot of people are starting to come to the conclusion to where maybe it's just a black thing. That's what black men do. They putting this on, you can't trust a brother with a drink. You can't trust a brother with your kids. You can't trust a brother with your wife. You can't trust a brother with a damn thing. Even if they got $1 billion in the bank, you still can't trust that. That's the narrative that's going on here. And I'm starting to think, is that really the case? Because they damn sure putting it out there like that.
Hey, if it's out there like that, then they did the work, and it's sad that it may seem that way because it's our culture, black African Americans.
Mm-hmm.
Can I ask a quick question? You don't mind?
Yeah, we all is.
Dang, I forgot it. I lost it. Okay, never mind. Don't worry about it. I lost it because I was listening to you. I apologize. Dang, I forgot.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good, man. But we headed into 2025, and you figure, black folks ain't caught a break yet. Jay-Z's daughter she got this movie coming out. It's Mufasa. It's a remake of The Lion King. And
Mm.
remember the original Lion King, black people always was like, that's our story. They telling our story through the
Right.
cartoon. So now you got actual black people as a part of the Disney movie, but Jay-Z come along for the ride and he a damn freak in the media.
Oh, I'm gonna get you.
He got a whole
Hey,
mane.
this,
He look like a lion. He look like
look
Mufasa,
at his
man.
hair. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. He looked like the movie about him, and that's his daughter, and that's his wife, and shit. It's basically his movie, and he show up to the premiere
So
as a whole pedo on the Disney movie for
listen,
kids.
I saw the play, Lion King, and it was predominantly black actors. I mean, actresses and actors, at the theater.
Mm-hmm.
I saw Lion King. This is like, shout out to Cat Williams. Cat Williams spoke on that January the 3rd. And we here at December the 11th, he said everybody's going to be exposed.
Yep, he did say
But,
that, and it's really happening.
I just pray that, shall go out, prayers go out to all the victims, the accusers, and I pray that this trial be in existence on May the 5th. That everybody still be amongst us.
Yeah, man. And it's a shame. They probably aiming to have Jay-Z in jail along with Diddy so they could just do the trial together. It's going to be like the trial of the century, bigger than the OJ trial. You got Jay-Z.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Yes.
It's going to be blockbuster, man. It's going to be on the tip of everybody's tongue. It's going to be the main event. They're going to make billions of dollars off of these brothers.
Billions.
Billions.
It's gonna be a movie probably. I'm just guessing.
I mean, they could make plenty of movies in the future about this, man. And it's going to be some sick movies, and it's going to be disturbed. It's going to destroy the whole black male image to the bone.
The industry, wow, Rock Nation, Jay-Z, right quick, I'm going to speak on it. Rock Nation, he's the founder, CEO. However, his artist lied and said the dude hit her in the foot, with the pow pow.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder who told. Now, that's another story. I apologize.
Oh, that's all right. We talking about a little bit of everything, whatever comes to mind, because it's all, it's a mess,
It really is. It's been an honor, really honored to call in and talk with you. I listen to you a lot. I really do. And I could not put the voice with the face. And the other day I said, oh my goodness, is that him? I was like, yes. I said, I can't wait to call and let him know that I was that person and I had to work the Super Bowl. Oh, she's going to be working the Towson Turkey Bowl. She's going to be having her miniskirt and high heels.
Oh, yeah. I remember that. Man. And we so glad that you was able to get through your Thanksgiving and you still here. And next time you call in, we want to hear about your Christmas, but you got to call in before Christmas because we're going to be looking forward to your phone call. We ain't got nothing but love for you. Real talk. And the next time I go live, feel free to call back and we're going to holler at you soon. Real talk. All right. Take care now. All right. Goodbye. Shout out to her, man. Thank her so much for a phone call. Jay-Z, I feel for you, man, because you figure that $1 billion should mean something, but it's looking like it don't mean a damn thing in America. If he was in Africa, shit, he could afford a whole army. They would have to break through the barricades to come get his ass. He could have a whole militia out there in Africa. Why they don't just take that money? Well, that's what Russell Simmons did. He got the hell on, and he the king round there. He like Uncle Elroy and Friday After Next. Russell Simmons got the hell on. Ain't nothing they could do with him. What they gonna do? Send a plane out to Bali, a police plane? All you see is the sirens going off in the middle of the night in the sky, coming to get Russell Simmons, man. They all need to get the hell on. Look at him. He got a whole damn village. If he want to be a freak, he go freak off. It is not against the law. If he pay, he can stay. Some sick shit. I don't even want to show y'all half of these pictures, man. He crossed his legs so damn hard, his hip bone snapped. It is what it is, man. Want to live your life. Look, Usher went over there and spent a good time with Russell. He said that Usher was his little pet dog when he was a little boy. He said he'll wake up in the middle of the night stressed out and Usher be right there. He pet his ass till he falls straight back to sleep. A lot of them OGs coming over there to kick it with Russell. Look, the godfather of the black entertainment was over there with that man. Taraji P. Henson, she over there laid up with Russell Simmons eating them fresh coconuts, papayas, and things. Hell, he free. Jay-Z, you ought to take your ass over there too. What the hell they got going on? They actually make a good-looking couple. That's who he need to be with. They look damn good together. They both weird. And shout out to Taraji P. Henson. What the fuck they got going on? Russell Simmons get defensive after Taraji P. Henson visits the list of contributors to the black groups. Shit, they tired of being treated like garbage. They go over there and get treated like kings and queens. I don't know, man. But if you ask me personally, I don't know if Diddy in jail or not. Because we ain't seen him in jail. And it's been a long time. And they eager to put out some footage. TMZ will kill to put out a video or a picture of him in an orange jumpsuit. No cameras allowed in the court. They act like it's a Chris Rock concert or something like that. Like Dave Chappelle in town. You got to leave your phones and your cameras at the door. You got to get your ticket to go see Diddy on trial. It's top secret on some Area 51, some UFO shit, man. I don't know how I feel about all this, man. Diddy might not be in jail. Maybe they just want Jay-Z. And they cooked up all this stuff with Diddy just to get at Hove. Maybe. Or it's just a shit show. Since they ain't selling no records, they figure, hell, get the people what they want. Ain't nothing gonna make more money than a public lynching. That been the biggest ticket since America was founded, man. And everybody lined up to get a plate. I don't know. Y'all gonna have to let me know, man. I'm over here confused as hell. But it is what it is. Let's get back into these allegations and things. Y'all ready? Okay, y'all need to listen at this. Run that back a little bit. Okay, here we go. Look.
I believe any 13-year-old being in those type of situations wouldn't have bravery to come forward against grown men that did that to him. So, I don't believe that that's going to be a determinant factor based off of the age. It's going to become, are they going to be able to prove how she got there and then that she was in fact there and that happened? And I think that's going to be a very steep hill to climb. It does come across a little bit, at an inconvenient time of filing this lawsuit. Why didn't this happen? Why wasn't the lawsuit filed 4 years ago after all the Bill Cosby things and things like that, when it has become more socially acceptable based off of the Me Too movement? So, again, a 13-year-old is not going to have the bravery to come forward at that time. So nobody should, shame a 13-year-old girl for going through something traumatic.
We just want to know if it's true.
And if it's true or not. Yeah. And then how can you prove it, and that's going to be a difficult task.
Yogi, your thoughts on this?
I think one thing that Mr. Busby has in his favor is the standard by which the civil courts are going to have to weigh this. It's not a criminal case. They don't have to prove this beyond a reasonable doubt. They have to prove it by the preponderance of the evidence. And this means... And
for the average viewer who doesn't know what that means, what does that mean?
It just means that you have to prove more likely than not that it happened. Tipping the scale to, let's say, 51% in your favor with respect to the evidentiary standard. Now, Mr. Busby had a press conference a few months back, and during that press conference, he stated that the civil lawsuits that he was moving forward with were ones that were vetted by his office. He stated that he hired an investigator. That investigator gathered further corroborating evidence. And so I'm very curious to see what corroborating evidence he has that he thinks can meet that low burden of proof.
Oh, man, it's looking like he might have some shit up his sleeve. And if he do, they in some dangerous territory. He is a lawyer. He been doing this for a long time. He ain't no dummy. He got the money, the Lambos, the Tesla trucks to prove it. He ain't trying to ruin his reputation. He ain't about to go online or be like that girl and saying that he was the one in the picture sitting on Diddy's lap and then got to come back and say it wasn't him. He ain't about to jeopardize his career. He got family, he got kids, he got horses, he got land. He been pretty thorough, but it's long. So for him to push the line like this, he got some tricks up his sleeve. I don't even think money could stop it now. The train already rolling. They just gonna have to put it all out there eventually. And that's what they plan on doing. They not gonna press the brakes for no rapper that been rapping about the stuff they've been rapping about for this long. They really don't got no respect in the modern day. America been gentrified. That shit don't fly no more. The rent too damn high. It's too expensive to live to be dealing with some ignorant shit. It was okay to listen to crunk and trap and all that when the rent was $400 a month for a 3-bedroom apartment. When you could rent a whole house for $800, they let people trap it up. But now, $3,000 for rent for a 1-bedroom? Better cut that shit off and put on some classical music. People don't respect the genre like how they used to, man. People gotta up their standards. Everybody preppy. If you ain't bougie, you better get bougie. You gonna be paying some bougie prices while you trying to be ghetto. You know what I'm saying? Okay, we about to go ahead and get back into this Bill Cosby news, cause connecting these dots got me thinking that all these brothers might be sick in the head. And as a brother, I don't even know if I want the money. I need to turn the monetization off. Matter of fact, y'all hold them cash apps on this video because I'm still debating. Do I even need the money? Because I ain't trying to have no Diddy demons up in me, man. I'm scared to go to church because even TD Jakes ain't living right. I need to figure this out today, man, before I continue on with my career. Because I'm nervous, man. I don't want to hurt nobody or do nothing strange just because I got some change. Y'all let me know. Is it a black thing? Because if it is, I need to repent and get me some bleaching cream ASAP. Hold on. Listen at these Bill Cosby allegations and let me know if it sounds exactly like them Diddy and them Jay-Z accusations, because it's a possibility that Jay-Z is the modern day Bill Cosby, y'all. Listen at this. Go ahead, play that.
I was with my head over the toilet, throwing up, and he was holding my hair out of my face while I threw up, and I was in a white t-shirt and my panties, and he was looming over me in a white robe.
And so you were at his house at a dinner party, or were you there to be with him?
I was there alone, and he had been mentoring me and grooming me. I'm from Denver, Colorado, and when I was 17, my agent introduced me to him to groom me, to mentor me, to get me ready for show business and part.
Man, come on, y'all. What the hell? So she was partying with Cosby. He was grooming her at his house. And y'all drinking and things. She had on the t-shirt and her panties. Sound like she was staying the night. He was grooming me for the entertainment business. Was y'all at Tyler Perry Studios or nah? What the hell? See, this that bullshit that I be talking about, man. People be want to play the victim. She too ashamed to say that, ooh, I can't be speaking on her like that. You know what I'm saying? I can't be speaking on no female, nobody like that. If she a victim, she a victim. I ain't no judge. I ain't no lawyer. I ain't trying to convince y'all to nothing. As far as I'm concerned, she telling the truth. You know? But at the same time, it make you wonder. And we live in times to where you really got to keep your thoughts to yourself, especially people like me. Y'all would love to flame my black ass and I know it. I can't go on no rant talking about how I feel or whatever. As a brother, I got to learn how not to feel. Because my feelings might get me in trouble. Just like your feelings might get you in trouble, man. I guess we got to be numb and desensitized to this shit and just take it however they give it, man. That's what we've been doing for this long. They tell you your rent gonna be whatever it's gonna be. What you gonna do? Your ass gonna pay the damn rent. That's what you gonna do. They tell you that electric bill is X amount of dollars. What you gonna do? You can complain all you want. You could talk about how I ain't even used no electricity. I ain't even been home. When I leave the room, I cut the lights out. I don't even have the heat on. They don't give a damn. Either you gonna pay the bill or you ain't gonna have no electricity. So what the hell you crying about? If she say she a victim, if she say that Bill Cosby drugged her and he was mentoring her and she was at his house and they was having a good time and he preparing her for the entertainment industry. It wasn't no lights, no cameras, no action. They wasn't practicing no scripts or none of that shit. She kicking it with Cosby. And he did what she say he did. Cause I'm pretty sure she got to explain to a lot of people in her life why was she so chummy with Bill Cosby. Her family probably gave her hell about staying the night with Bill Cosby. Gave her hell for being Bill Cosby's plaything. Now she can justify herself by saying, he took advantage of me. I never wanted to be with that black bastard. Allegedly, man. These all I need to take another break. Cause y'all scary asses. I don't know what's going on with y'all today. I usually have about 4 or 5 phone calls by now, but shit, I guess only the cowards got the recommendations or the notifications or something like that. I ain't never seen so many scared people in one place at the same time. Y'all act like y'all waiting in the conference room for counseling or some shit. Y'all done ran out of medication or whatever it is. I ain't got no prescriptions. All I got is conversation while y'all over there shaking, looking like some snakes. I'm tired of it, man. Y'all come up in here digging up y'all nose. You could take your finger and put it up your nose, but you can't take your finger and hit the like button. What part of the game is that? I know I'm giving y'all news from 50 years ago or whatever the case is, but they refried beans. At least I got salsa and sour cream to go with that. That's Negro here, no there. Let's get back to the news. I'm about to mix it up, cook it up, chef it up like I usually do, baby. And you gonna love it. Y'all get ready. More Jay-Z Diddy allegations on the way. Y'all stay tuned. Cause either way, it's gonna be delicious. Just the way you like it, baby. Even put a cherry Coke on the side for y'all ass. Listen at this, man.
As Elizabeth Wagmeister, who's doing really amazing reporting on this subject, is here with your exclusive. What was it like to sit down with this man?
You know, John, this was the first time that he has told anyone other than his attorneys this story. He, as you see, we concealed his identity. He filed his lawsuit back in October as a John Doe. He says that he wants to keep his anonymity because he wants to keep some semblance of his life private. But that's a difficult thing to do, to sit down and tell your story to a stranger as a journalist. So I asked him, why now? Why are you coming forward now? And he said that he did not know that there were other accusers of Sean Combs out there. He only found out from seeing news reports. And there was one report he saw that there is somebody who alleged that they were 9 years old when they say that they were abused by Sean Combs. And this John Doe that I sat down with, he said, if a 9-year-old could do it, then I could do it. And it made him feel like he wished that he spoke out before because he could have prevented children from allegedly being abused. Now, as I said, this lawsuit was initially filed back.
Come on, what 9-year-old came out and said any damn thing? Who 9 years old with Diddy allegations? Recently, if a 9-year-old could do it, I could do it. I'm done with it, man. I'm about to call it a night. Because I see what's going on. I see the pattern. They want to wait until a brother done changed his ways, changed his life, or done came up on $1 billion, then they want to come with shit. They want to wait till his daughter old enough to start her own career and rain on her parade by going after their damn dad. They want to wait till these men feel like they made it home free to come get their ass and put them back in slavery, man. It's a vicious cycle. What good is the money? You figure everybody want a cushion of protection, but they ain't got none. No protection from nowhere. They gonna be eating ramen noodles before next summer. Diddy kids ain't post nothing about their Christmas. Y'all seen that? They ain't have a Diddy Christmas this year. I don't even think they had not a Christmas, but a Thanksgiving. I don't think they're gonna have a Christmas, man. I'm waiting to see. I doubt if they have a Christmas. Diddy kids just gonna be sitting there, staring out the window, waiting for their daddy to pull up, and he just ain't never gonna show up, man. And I really feel for Baby Blue, cause he love his dog. That's his pride and joy. You could tell he loved his child. They went out to games together and everything, dressed alike. He give her the world, and now he gotta explain what the hell going on in the media. You got other people out here claiming to be his kids. They just had twins and everything. You figure life couldn't get no better. And then bam, allegations. Well, hell, out of all the people in the entertainment business, you mean to tell me that Jay-Z and Diddy the only people that did somebody foul? When they got countless movies about how them frat boys and them rich millionaire kids be doing all types of shit. If they got demons, best believe everybody else got demons too. If these allegations are true, it's either that or they being targeted. And if they being targeted, that means that every brother that faced the same allegations before is being targeted. Now, I know y'all listening, and y'all not in the business of defending nobody. Y'all not in the business of trying to reason with a brother of color. I understand that, but I'm my brother's keeper, man. And I know this walk that I'm walking is a lonely walk. I get it. I got the option to get on here and really drag these men without even considering the facts. I can get on here with a face full of makeup on, with a purple background, and talk shit about these men and make a whole lot of money. But I figure, hell, if I'm ever in the jam, if I'm ever in the situation, ain't nobody gonna come forward and try to reason with me, even though people don't know me, people don't know my story. All y'all get is the character. And that's the same thing with people like Jay-Z, Diddy. Y'all don't know these people personally. And by listening to Jay-Z's interviews and things, he a completely different person than he is when he rapping. Just like I'm a completely different person than I am when I'm doing my YouTube thing. So I could reason and sympathize with the brother. And for 50 Cent to be throwing all this pun, and every time a brother get hit with some shit, he there to kick dirt in their face. It got me thinking. Hold on, y'all. Play that back. It got me thinking. Who put him up to the task? Is he somebody's good old boy or no? And I love 50 Cent, but he quick to kick a brother when they down, but when Eminem had them allegations out on him, when he got a whole album out there talking bad about sisters, 50 Cent ain't open his motherfucking mouth, man. When the Source magazine put out them tapes, them old racist Eminem tapes, 50 Cent ain't had nothing to say about that. When they was dragging Eminem for allegedly hating people of color on the low, 50 ain't say nothing. Neither did Snoop Dogg, neither did Dr. Dre, but they all got something to say about these other celebrities. I don't like it, man. Something ain't right about it. Okay, y'all need to listen at this. Listen.
The ones united by Gloria Allred, and one of these women was just 17 years old when she claimed she was sexually assaulted, so that means the statute of limitations may not apply.
Right, and I'm going to ask Gloria if that woman will go after Cosby, potentially becoming the accuser to get him into court. But before that, here are the new Cosby developments.
Cosby's next shows at a venue right outside of New York City have now been canceled, and he's facing even more new allegations.
Oh, it's sad. And incomprehensible. When you've, accomplished all these things and then to see it get damaged like that, it's very sad.
Cosby's one of those legendary comedians. We all, grew up on him, but if the allegations have any truth to them, you want the truth to come out. You want justification for all the people.
24 accusers, a lawsuit, and a challenge to either go to court or pay up to $100 million to women he may have drugged and violated.
What? Oh, get the hell. Damn. This Diddy all over again. This Diddy all over again. Go to court or pay up $100 million. That's extortion. They like, fuck justice. Show me the money. Like, we could make this could all go away. All 24 accusers for $100 million. These bitches out of here. Just cut the check and they gonna be gone. But he figured if I cut the check, it's gonna be another 24 people come forward and I'm gonna have to cut another $100 million. And once people catch on that he cutting checks, it ain't never gonna stop. Everybody gonna be a Jane Doe, a John Doe, a Jill Doe, a dildo. I guess they done already seen the play. He figured, hell, I'd rather do the time. At least when I get out, I still have my money. Diddy trying to pay to get out of jail. They don't even want his money. They want to keep, it's getting worse, man. The way they doing this, and you only see it happening to brothers, man. I know y'all don't want to have this conversation. It is what it is, but I feel good at the fact that I'm able to see things for what they are. Because who don't have dreams of having $1 billion or millions of dollars? Everybody got them dreams, but are you willing to accept what comes along or what may come along with that? Especially if you plan on being an entertainer or somebody in the spotlight or whatever the case is. These are things that you have to consider, especially if you're a man of color or a woman of color for that matter, but especially if you're a man of color. And it ain't just rappers. It's all forms of entertainers. But then again, you can't make everything about race because y'all need to see this, man. This blew my mind too. Because it's some stuff going on in the news that got me over here scratching my head. Yeah, I got to play this real quick, man, because this type of stuff don't make no sense. Look at this. Look.
What kind of car do you drive?
A 2022.
Shit, let's get that together. Let me take a break real quick. We about to get it together for y'all. Y'all need to see this before I get out of here. Okay, here we go. Listen at this, y'all. Listen.
Murder of United. Turning now to Pennsylvania, the suspect charged in the murder of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson was denied bail at a hearing today. Luigi Mangione is now fighting extradition to New York. During his appearance today, shackled and shouting, this is what he had to say as he entered the courthouse.
Pleading out of justice and an insult to the intelligence of the American people.
They calling him an American hero, y'all. And they just so happen to drop this Jay-Z nonsense as soon as this dude is all in the news. But taking out what they got, white on white crime happening. And they glossing, they smearing it over with Jay-Z. Now, this in the news, they talking about it. But they got Jay-Z sauce on top of that. They use brothers to smear over whatever they got going on to make it seem like they ain't got issues. Y'all got issues too now. Why they try and make it a black thing? What about this? Hey man, y'all gonna have to let me know in the comment section. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Y'all ain't no fun, man. What's wrong with y'all? Y'all need to take a bath and tune in to the next time we go live, because I don't get it. Y'all acting real stank today. I don't know. All y'all acting funky. Got them hairy armpits watching my video with an attitude. I just don't get it, man. Each and every last one of y'all, yeah, I said it, y'all stank. Because y'all acting stank. I could see that. And the people that's going to see the video in the future, go on and leave the video then with y'all stinking ass. Y'all mad at me because I'm doing my thing, man. Y'all mad at me because somebody hit the Cash App. Oh, shit, wrong one. Wrong one. Y'all mad at me because somebody hit the Cash App. That's what it is. That's why y'all jealous. That's why y'all hating on the video, man. Y'all mad because ain't nobody hit y'all Cash App. That's what it is. I see what's going on here, man. All y'all some haters. All y'all ain't got no love, man. Y'all hating on me. Y'all see me doing my thing, man. Y'all seen the diamond rings. Y'all see me pull up with them gold chains on. Y'all see me in the Tesla truck. Subscribe to my channel if that's what you want.
Subscribe to my channel if that's what you want. But if that's not what you like, then you must be a punk. Hold on now, here we go. Who is this girl? She got that junk in her trunk. Baby girl, back it up, poke out your rump. It's S.A.T that you want, and my music hit so hard, make you say, oh my God.